Hi, this is Chef Remy. Why do I call this Guantanamera style spaghetti and meatballs? Because I obtained it from my girlfriend in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, many years ago. And here's the ingredients: 3 large red bell peppers, breadcrumbs, Italian style would be good, large onion, garlic, spaghetti of course, or rice, an egg, 1 pound of ground beef chuck, and cilantro. Also, olive oil, salt and pepper of course, black olives sliced, green olives sliced with little pimentos in them, and there's Goya cilantro cooking base. Very yummy, we're going to use that. Capers, pimentos, there's the cheese, milk, Worcestershire sauce, oregano, basil, and fennel seed. There you have it. Quite a lot of ingredients, but this is Guantanamera spaghetti and meatballs. And now we start out with 3 red bell peppers, and we're going to gut them out and slice them this way, and it should fill a 1-quart measuring jar. Here are large yellow onion. We're going to cut it lengthwise, and I want you to take your fingers and break up the pieces. Yep, just like that. Break them all up and put them in a bowl. There's a reason for this. You'll see why. We're going to form a layer in the bottom of the crock pot. So there you are. Okay, now we have the 2 bowls ready to go. Now, a small onion, yellow onion, let's cut it lengthwise and then across, and we're going to wind up chopping it up very fine. As a matter of fact, go back over it and chop it up some more, because this is going to go into the meatballs and we want it very fine. Now there's 4 cloves of garlic. We have 2 portions, so we're going to divide it up into 2 little bowls there, like so. Half a cup of breading, and you see it's got some parsley in it, Italian style. 1/4 cup of milk. You notice I like everything in bowls, huh? It just makes it so easy. Now there's half a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and 1 egg. By the way, we're going to do that salt and pepper twice. 2 different bowls. Alright, now, half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And that's the ingredients for the meatball. Let's go over it. It's nice to have everything ready to go. The sauce, the garlic, the onions, the milk, the breading, the salt and pepper, and the egg. Now we're going to break up the meat like that and put it into a large bowl. It's good to work with a really large bowl like that and have all our ingredients ready to go. And we start adding. See, now that's the nice thing about having everything off to the side. You don't forget anything. Don't be in a rush to go grab something at the last second, especially when you got the heat turned on. And there you have it. We're just putting them all in one by one. There is one more ingredient we're going to add, but we're going to do that after we mix the meat up a little bit first. You'll see here in a moment. And your hands, the very best instrument possible for doing this. There you go. Half a cup of cilantro. We want to chop that up really fine. And we're going to put it in after we do a general mix there, because we want to make sure every meatball is going to have some cilantro in it. 1.5 inch diameter meatballs. You should have about 20 of them or so. and then roll them around in a medium-high, thick pan, a little bit of olive oil, just to get the pink off, just to brown, that's all, and put them aside into a bowl. That's going to form our top layer in the crock pot. Very simple. Now here's a 6-quart. You don't have to have one that big. 4-quart will do fine. First layer is onion. Second layer, our red bell pepper. Now this is making a red bell pepper sauce now. You can omit tomato completely if you want to. And those of you that have to have tomato, we'll show you what kind of tomato. Now there goes our meatballs. And then we're going to coat them, I'll be showing you in a moment, with the cilantro, the Goya cooking base. Here we want to spread them out nice and even. And they're going to be sitting in there for about 6 hours. And that will all turn liquid, you'll see. Okay, here's our cooking base. And here's some of the other ingredients that are going to go in. 1/4 cup of sliced green olives, Spanish olives. There's the other garlic. 10 capers, don't go more than 10. I did throw a little bit more in there. And a tablespoon of pimentos. There's our other salt and pepper. And here we have 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of basil, 1/2 teaspoon of fennel seed. That is all going to get sprinkled over the top of everything once we cover it. Oh, and black olives, I forgot about that, yeah. Okay. And that black olives, you know, I got that from the Italian puttanesca, right? And of course that is where I got this recipe from many, many years ago in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. So here we are, we're sprinkling this evenly over the top after we put in a nice layer of that cilantro sauce from Goya. You could use the tomato sauce from Goya instead if you wanted to, by the way. Vary it around a little bit. Here's our garlic. We want to make sure it's evenly sprinkled. And this is going to sit for 6 hours in the crock pot. You always put it on high for a little while and then go to low. And now after 6 hours, here's what it's going to look like. By the way, there's the tomatoes. You want to break them up though before you put them in on top. Okay, now here's what it looks like. You take the meatballs out, and this is what you have down in the bottom, and you liquefy it, blend it up real good with a hand blender, or take it out and run it through your blender. Put it back in. Return the meatballs to the sauce, make yourself some spaghetti, and there you have it. Guantanamera style spaghetti and meatballs. Cuban style. With or without the tomato. Try it both ways. See if you like it. Well, thanks for watching. This is Chef Remy. Come over and visit me at my website. Bye-bye.